Hi, welcome to Benberkley Builds. Today I'm going to show you how to repoint some old brickwork. This brickwork needs some attention. It's got some flaking bits, some real soft bits. So we're going to rake out these bed joints and the perp joints, repoint it today. So first off, we're going to start raking out. By raking out, that means taking out the old mortar. So this old mortar is quite soft. We can probably use a plugging chisel or maybe a cold chisel if you've got one, and just start dragging it along and taking that mortar out. You want to go 20 mil deep, so it could take some time. If it's too much work, you could use a raking out disc on a grinder. This one's got probably an 8 mil thick disc, and we can use that to take out the mortar. So once we've raked out the mortar joints, we need to get rid of that dust so the new mortar can adhere to that brick. So we can dust down with a dusting down brush, get all that dust out of there. And once we've done that, we'll get some water and wash out the joints. This also helps the new mortar not to dry out too quickly, as the added benefit of washing away that dust. So now we can go ahead and start pointing this up. If you want to know how to mix mortar, check out my how to mix mortar for bricklaying, link in the top right hand corner. So numerous types of ways to strike a joint. Typical way is bucket handled with just a jointing bar. This has a half round shape to it, giving a half moon shape to your joint. Or you can use a pointing trowel to get a weather struck flush joint, much like what we've got here. So I'll point this half in weather pointed and half in bucket handle, just to show you how we do it. If you're confident, you can use a trowel and pick it up from the trowel. If you're not very confident with a trowel, you can put some mortar on top of your hawk or trowel float, and you can just push it in. When you put some mortar on your trowel, give it a tap on something, and then it won't fall off. Quick tip. If you're struggling to pick it up from the trowel, angle each trowel into each other and roll it off. So then you can pick it up. So we're doing that motion. So spread out your mortar. So you've got a point, then you want to pick it up and put it into your joint. Try not to get any on the face, because if you get any on the face of the brickwork, it will then stain it. So push it right to the back. You want to really fill the joint here, otherwise you'll end up just doing it again. So do that for the whole of the wall. When you're doing a flush or a weather struck joint, you almost want to overfill the joint slightly, and then you can strike it off. If you're struggling to pick it up from a brick trowel, maybe use a hod or a float. Put some on top of the trowel and you can push it in. So if you put the top of the trowel to the bottom of the brick, and you can push it in, it's a lot easier. You don't actually have to do as much work. Again, make sure you get it right to the back. This can be easy with a tuck pointer, but really important to get right to the back. When using the jointer, we want to fill the joint the same way we did with the weather pointing. So we'll fill the joint, just slightly proud, and then we can go along and actually finish off the joint with the jointer itself. So now this has gone off slightly, we can take our jointer and run over it, putting on any extra where needed. Just make sure you top and tail the joint just to give a better finish. That's the top and the tail. Finish the top, finish the tail. Once you've gone over the whole wall, we'll give it a light brush, and that'll take away all the little snots here, and just finish off really nicely. So here we've got a bucket handle. Over this side we've got a weather struck. So you can see the difference from this side to this side. So once we've finished, we can go over with a light brush and just brush it off. This knocks off all the little snots, just finishes the wall off. I tend to go up and down and then side to side. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll also take requests for new videos. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. This helps me reach more people, make new content, and helps other people learn more about DIY. We'll see you next time.